This is Fred Beck from Fred Exciting. Today, I'm very lucky you're joined by Archie Sharp. So thank you very much for coming on, Archie. It's good to see you, mate.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, mate. How are you doing? You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. But how are things with you in the gym and how's life?
Yeah, everything's going well, thank you, mate. Double busy, so it's exciting times, mate. Everything's all going very well.
When you're not in the boxing gym, what do you like to spend your time doing? Because I imagine the boxing gym takes a lot of time up.
Yeah, it's busy for me. I've got 3 kids as well, so everything's all double. It's double exciting, double busy for me. So yeah, I think just taking the kids out, just keeping them busy. So when I'm not in the gym, so it's exciting, very exciting times and busy for me. That's why it took me a little while to get on with yourself. So I do apologise for that, mate.
I know, no worries about it. Let's just touch on your last fight. Obviously, you got a fight coming up at the end of this month, but let's talk about your last fight. You're in there with a tough Mexican. Obviously, now you've had a lot of time to reflect and watch back against your performance. What were your overall thoughts on your performance that night?
Yeah, see, for being out the ring for over a year or just about a year, and with my new team, it was just a matter of getting back in the ring and just getting active again. Obviously, I had a broken arm, so looking back on the performance, it wasn't my best performance. But like you said, we had a tough team in there. They always come to fight. They always bring a strong performance. Um, but it is what it is. I can't be too critical all the time. So we got the win. We won convincingly. That's the main thing, and we move on to the next.
Yeah, that's what you got to think about. And one of the things that went viral on the BT Sport Boxing YouTube channel was a kind of a WWE move you kind of made on the guy. What was that about? Was that planned or was it just happening in the moment?
Just happens at the moment. Do you know what? When you're in the ring and everything's you're in fight mode. Do you know what I mean? So anything goes. But no, it wasn't really like that. I kind of stood up and he was on the back it made it look worse than what it actually was. Do you know what I mean? But thankfully that he was all right and the fight continued. But yeah, it did go viral. I think I might have to start flipping people more often.
Yeah, I was gonna say because that would just get your fights more views, probably get you more followers as well. And next time you fight, more people will watch. So it can't really be too bad.
Probably could,
Yeah, so let's just touch on your fight you got coming up at the end of this month. Your opponent, I've got his name here, Alexis Cabor. I think that's how you pronounce it. What are your thoughts on your opponent and how do you see yourself going?
Yeah, so he's an African fighter, which is they're always tough. Do you know what I mean? They're always tough. They always come fit, strong, and durable. So we know we're expecting a hard night's work. But for myself, it's like I keep saying, the key for me is the momentum. So now we had that fight last against the Mexican, and now we've got a tough African kid. It's just keeping the momentum going. Sort of stick to my boxing and not overwhelm myself like I did the last fight. Like I say, being with a new trainer, it was like I was too eager to impress, but enjoy it back at the York Hall. So the fan base, the atmosphere there is unbelievable. So I'm glad to be back and active.
Yeah, the York Hall is everyone kind of wants to be. And do you feel like you have to get a stoppage win to make a statement, or do you think that a solid decision win will do the job?
I just think as it comes, you know what I mean? I don't go looking for the stoppages, but they will come. The thing is with me, I'm performing so well in the gym at the minute, very well. I mean, it's so harder than I've ever been. So I just got to relax and just let my shots flow, and the stoppages will come.
Exactly. They always say never to put a stoppage, and the stoppage will come if it's necessary. And right now, you've moved past the British level, you're kind of European fringe world. Do you kind of regret in a way not challenging or getting the chance to challenge for the British title that Andy Case holds now?
To be honest with you, look, when I joined the sport, it wasn't ever to be at British level or Southern area. It was always to be the best, which is world champion. So even in the amateur days, it wasn't about winning a Southern area or London finals or national quarters. It was all about the national champion. Do you know what I mean? That was my aim. That was my goal. It's the same with being a pro. It would be nice, obviously, if I collected them on the way through, no problem. But my main goal since a young kid was to be a world champion. So there's no regrets in not picking any belts up, to be honest with you now.
Exactly. The World Championships, everyone really wants. And we saw last month or a couple of months ago that Tommy Fury and Daniel Dubois, who are signed to BC promotions like yourself, they're out in America. Is that kind of a dream, kind of a bucket list thing for you to box in America?
Yeah, so for myself now, after this fight, get the win. Keep strong in the WBO #2. I think I am on #1 at the minute, so just keep defending that, keep strong. And yeah, ideally, I want to be out in America and start putting my name out on their map.
Exactly. Everyone wants to always speak to loads of different fighters. They're always saying how badly they want to box internationally or even in America. And you're just saying there, but you're #1 or #2 in the WBO. Jamel Herring, who's WBO world champ in your division, fights Shakur Stevenson. That's kind of a 50-50 matchup. How do you see that fight going?
Yeah, from the start, I've always been 60-40 for favour of Shakur, but I think now the fight's getting closer. If you're going off both of their last performances, I think Jamel was probably come off the most strongest performance against Carl Frampton. So I'm going to be, it is like you say, it's a very much of a 50-50 fight. But if I have to pick a winner, I'm gonna pick Jamel to cause an upset, and if he does, that's even more favourable for myself.
Okay, I checked the odds for that fight. Jamel Herring's a massive underdog, so you might want to put £5 or £10 on Jamel Herring then, because he's a big underdog in the bookies.
Might have to have a little look at myself then. But yeah, no, I'm gonna favour Jamel for this fight. And yeah, so it's good. Like I say, he's with the MTK team as well. So got to root your teammates, I suppose, eh?
Yeah, I see. And how do you think yourself would match up against Jamel? How do you see that fight kind of matching up?
Look, I know what my ability is how good my ability is. The thing is with me, I'm 20 and 0 now. I've had 20 fights, and I ain't even showcased 50% of what I can actually do. That's the beauty of it. So I know when I'm in the ring with the world champions and these A-level, like these good fighters, I will show my A side. Do you know what I mean? Like the Shakurs, the Jamels, all these big fighters, I will beat on the night. I will beat. That's the difference. And I know I can beat Jamel. It's just a matter of getting these opportunities in these fights.
Exactly. We're only waiting to see. I only got one more point. I don't need too much of time today. There's a new boxing game coming out. Have you heard of it at all? It's called Esports Boxing Club.
Right, no, I haven't. I'm not familiar with it, but I'll have a look.
Have you not heard? You need to check online. Have you not heard of it? Esport. When I get off this interview, go on YouTube, search Esports Boxing Club. Have they not contacted you at all to be in the game or anything? The new boxing video game.
There has been a game that's contacted me, but to be honest with you, I don't play video games, so I wouldn't. I'm not a fan of video games. But I have had someone contact me, but nothing's come of it. But I can't remember the name of it, to be honest with you. But yeah, I'm not a big fan on computer games, so I do apologise there.
Well, neither am I, to be fair, but I do love boxing. Yeah, when you get off the Zoom, search Esports Boxing Club on YouTube, because it does look quite good. All right, Archie, thanks so much for your time today. I'll put your Instagram link in the I'll put your Instagram link and Twitter link in the description. But where can we find you at those?
From myself, well,
Yeah,
Archie Sharp on Instagram and Twitter. Yeah, Archie Sharp on Instagram and Twitter, or Facebook, whatever. So yeah, just check us out on there.
Awesome. I'll put those in the description. All right, Archie, thanks so much for your time again, mate. Thank you.
Thank you for having me on. Appreciate it, mate. Thank you.